Misbehaving, no need for shaving, just raving. Just made a brutal brew of GM poppy stew, soon to be flying random through space and time like an extra bad version of Doctor Who. An addition of sedition. The nose is glowing. At least it's not growing. And the sombre expression is showing a knowing. Never forget, don't ask, won't get, as the chances not taken are the things you'll regret. Wolf Hall, the series, is now on TV. Quite a time travel trip for the world to see. Cromwell's done well, like a new tale to tell. Try a heathen out of season with the reason of high treason, when being a cardinal became a cardinal sin. Like a pack of wolves, they savagely ravished a dying Wolsey. If the wolves could see how they destroyed with glee, proclaiming with scorn of the low rank in which he was born, his life tapestry torn as a cause of great mirth. The year 1531, the Wolf Hall story already begun, quite realistic tale being spun. The king cannot be led, however he can be enticed. Those sinners at Wolf Hall, the roast dinners are quite awful, the lodgers are all unlawful. Once upon a time, when some methods were cruder, John Seymour saw more of his son's wife, in fact completely nuder. His fatherly love, incest, insensitively ruder. Edward must have felt like Deadwood, an embarrassing, emasculated, miserable son, had only one way to stop his dad's fun, by having her locked away as a nun. Occupation of copulation, crude creation of population. Thomas More soon to become less, as one marriage he just can't bless. Forced to cower in the tower is a complete mess. The axe incident was no accident. Chip off the old block, chopped off on the cold rock. Reckless tourniquet for removing her necklace. Decapitation, degradation, lost face first, then losing head. Loaf chopped off into a basket, sliced cleanly like bread. Bloodthirsty onlookers spattered with red. Recently living, yet soon pronounced dead. More severe than the weather, tales of heads to sever, unhappy endings with no way to mend things. Clearly unclever at the end of one's tether, scales tipped and heart found to be heavier than a feather. So many people vanishing without a trace, silent seductions, opposing obstructions with an adverse abductions, population reductions. Soddy batches of body snatchers, makers of strife, mixed with takers of life. Fakers run rife with the baker's new wife. Hot cross bun in the oven, weird witches' coven. Black masses for the black masses. Suffocating air gurgling, ghastliest gases. To beg for the noose after too much abuse. No one gets away from the decadence decay. When things have gone awry, it's no longer safe to stay. Strange strangers lost the way. Take flight by night, high as a kite, avoiding a fight. Rightly being right to arrive alive in a new dawning day. Enlighten the hoes, using all their back doors. It's not always the cause for applause. Rectified at the rectory of the Black Book phone directory. Firing blanks, shooting tanks, and giving thanks for red-hot spanks. Crying out from a cryogenic hypersleep in hyperspace. A nation's elation dependent on PlayStation and man's mind-control sedation. Species segregation, shows of distant devastation. Currencies of currencies, more inflation.